Some SDA pastors have been banned from preaching in SDA churches. And the SDA church is World Church. So if you are banned in one conference, it means that you cannot function in other churches across the globe. And this happened in Kenya just some few days ago. And what actually surprises me is that even non-Adventist friends, non-Adventists are against the banning of these pastors, especially one of the pastors. And I'm going to share with you why non-Adventists are so concerned about the banning of these pastors. All right. So a letter was issued on July 4th, 2024. All right, this month, banning 5 Adventists, of whom 2 are pastors and 3 evangelists. So I'm going to read the letter to you right now concerning the ban. So this letter reads, Seventh-day Adventist Church, Kenya Coast Field. And as I said, the letter was dated on July 4th, 2024. Church pastor, elder, church members, dear brethren, unauthorized speakers. Christian greetings. Reference is hereby made on the above subject matter. We wish to inform you all that the below named personnel are not authorized to conduct any kind of church service within and outside our territory. Action 24 XCOM-055. So the first person was Pastor Kenneth Maina. The second person was Evangelist Shaban Indeje. I don't know if I got the name right. The third person was Evangelist Millicent Odiambo. And the fourth person is Pastor Elizabeth Mokoro. The fifth person is Evangelist Lantina. The letter continues to read, kindly take note that this is an adoption of the East Kenya Union Conference action for the above mentioned not to serve as stated. It is our hope that the above communication will be adhered to. Thank you, yours faithfully, and it was signed. So now, after this letter was released, in fact, there were some Adventists and even some non-Adventists who were so concerned about one person, and that is Pastor Elizabeth Mokoro. In fact, many non-Adventists were concerned that this particular pastor was also named among those who have been banned from preaching in the SDA churches in Kenya and even outside of Kenya. They reacted, friends, and I'm going to share some of their concerns with you right now. But before I do that, let's go ahead and listen to one of the videos of Pastor Elizabeth Mokoro. In fact, she is popular in Kenya and I think she is making impact. So let's go ahead and watch one of the videos of Pastor Elizabeth Mokoro, and after that, I'll come back and continue the story. All right, let's watch this.
Verse 28 says, and when he had come into the house, his disciples asked him privately, why could we not cast it out? I want to believe this was Peter that started the conversation. Peter is the one that had guts to ask these kinds of things. It is the same question we need to ask ourselves. Why can't we cast out demons? In fact, when you talk of deliverance prayers in this church, people think you are Pentecostal. And that is why the devil has found an inroad into our church. Our people are suffering quiet. They don't even want to talk about what is going on in their families because they are Adventists. These things don't happen in Adventist churches. And when it becomes too much, they seek for help from other churches because they believe the power of the Holy Spirit is not in our church. "29 says, so he said to them," listen to what Christ told them. "This kind," I wish we read the Luo Bible. Munenone. Okmachielo. Munenone. I hope there's some English words going down there as people watch. This kind, this one, the one we have just handled, can come out by nothing. By angoa? Nothing but prayer and what? Fasting. Demons are not handled by some mere prayers that we do out of convenience. They don't. The only way to deal with evil spirits, the only way to gain access into the realm of the spiritual and fight forces of darkness is through prayer and fasting. Now, there are things that only fasting can solve. There are things only fasting can solve. Nothing else. You will try your whole life, nothing. On the day you attempt fasting, they will go. Read with me 2 Chronicles.
So that was one of her popular videos, and that video was about why the SDA church cannot cast demons. You can go on YouTube and search for that video, and you're going to find some interesting things in the video. All right. Now, let me go ahead and share with you some of the concerns by non-Adventists. And the question is, why are non-Adventists so concerned about this pastor? Why? Let's look at some comments. The first person says, I'm in solidarity with her. I'm praying for her. May God protect her for the young generation. She has always inspired me. May God bless Pastor Mokoro. So this person showed support for the pastor, and this person also says, God has chosen to ask this lady to minister. I haven't met her nor even attended the church where she ministers, but the content of her teachings in social media is superb. The gospel truth not diluted by religiosity. This lady is among the preachers worthy listening to. I'm not an SDA member, but I always stop to listen to her rich way of passing the word of the Lord. She brings it right into the ways of our living. So that was another non-Adventist supporting Pastor Mokoro. And friends, when you read the comments, you're going to find out that there are a lot of non-Adventists actually supporting Pastor Mokoro. In fact, they are against the decision of the conference to ban this SDA pastor. And even, friends, I heard that there are some Sunday keeping churches in Kenya that actually want Pastor Mokoro to leave the SDA church and come and worship with them and come and be their pastor. This shows that Pastor Mokoro is really making impacts in Kenya. Yes, she is making impact both in the SDA church and even outside of the SDA church. That is why you find non-Adventists supporting her. This is so great. In fact, this is the first time I have heard that non-Adventists are fighting for Adventist pastor. I don't know whether she is ordained as a pastor in the SDA church, but what I know about her is that she is a pastor. In fact, we have been talking about women's ordination and women pastors in the SDA church. So today, the focus is not about women's ordination or women pastors. The focus is about the banning of some pastors in Kenya, of which Pastor Mokoro is one of them. So after the agitation, when people, non-Adventists and Adventists, were actually showing concern, the conference came again with another letter, but this time on 10th of this month, that is 10th July 2024, another letter was released, and I want to share that letter with you. And what is that letter about? In fact, it was a reversal of their decision. The conference came again on the 10th of July and reversed the banning of Pastor Mokoro and the other pastors. So the letter reads, church pastor, elder, church members, all KCF churches, dear brethren, unauthorized speakers, Christian greetings. In reference to our letter dated 4th July 2024 on the above subject matter, quoted Action 24 XCOM-055, we wish to state that the letter is hereby withdrawn until advised otherwise. For those who might have read the letter, we request that you disregard it. Thank you, yours faithfully, and it was signed. So, the conference has come back to withdraw the letter that was meant to ban 5 SDA pastors. When I say 5 pastors, I mentioned that 2 of them were pastors and 3 of them were evangelists. So the question is, why have they come out to withdraw the letter or their initial action against these people? Was it that some non-Adventists and even Adventists were concerned about the banning of those pastors? Now, first of all, the conference did not share why they banned these people in the letter. And second of all, the conference did not share why they are withdrawing the banning or their first letter meant to ban those people, those Adventists. So I think the question that the people of Kenya or Adventists of Kenya should ask the conference is that, why did you ban them and why did you reverse the statement or the letter that was meant to ban the pastors? I think Adventists in Kenya should actually ask this question, because I don't know why the conference, backed by the union, banned these individuals in the church. What have they done? What have they done, friends? So I wanted to share this information with you because of the second letter that has come out stating that the conference has withdrawn the letter that was meant to ban those 5 pastors. All right, so make sure you read the comments, because there are people from Kenya watching this video and they are going to share some more information about the situation or about the issue in the comment section. Friends, there are more stories coming up, and make sure, if you have not subscribed to this channel, you do subscribe, because you need to be updated on events that are happening within and outside of the SDA church. This is what we do. Thanks for watching, friends. My name is Lawrence, and I'll see you next time in another video.